Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation for today is Sri Rag Mahalla Tija Gurmukh Kripa Karey Bhagat Ki Jai Bin Gur Bhagat Na Hoi Aap Milaye Bujai Ta Nirmal Hove Soi हर जियो साचा साची बाणी शब्द मिलावा होई पाई रे भगतहीन काहे जग आया पूरे गुर की सेव न कीनी बिरथा जन्म गवाया रहाओ आपे जग जीवन सुख दाता आपे बख्श मिलाए जी जंत ए क्या वेचारे क्या को आख सुनाए गुरमुख आपे दे वड़ियाई आपे सेव कराए देख कुटुंब मोह लुभाणा चलदियां नाल न जाई सतगुर सेव गुण निधान पाया तिसकी कीम न पाई हर प्रभ सखा मीत प्रभ मेरा अंत होए सखाई अपने मन चित कहे कहाए बिन गुर आप न जाई हर जियो दाता भगत वछल है कर कृपा मन वसाई नानक सोभा सुरत दे प्रभ आपे गुरमुख दे वड्याई. Now we noticed that in the previous passage, for instance, we touched very briefly on the subject of bhakti, which is being elaborated on even more here, that the practice of bhakti in Gurmat, as opposed to the traditional notion of bhakti, is that it is egalitarian. In other words, it is open and available to all and is not based on any scriptural sanction. So the passage begins by saying that without the cultivation of bhakti, life is a waste. Bhai re bhagat heen kahe jag aaya. It's really a big question. Now, just to elaborate a little bit further on bhakti, as we all know, it means devotion, love. It means a one-pointed devotion to the Creator within. That is, it is asking us to cultivate those divine qualities. So a bhagat is one who practices bhakti and is a self-actualized person, one who has the fullness of divine attributes. So, Bhagat, Pag, comes from part or division. In Indian thought, especially in Puranic thought, this word Bhagwan, from which Bhagat also comes, assumes that there exist 6 parts or excellences that are referred to as divine excellences that constitute the fullness of bhakti. In other words, these are the excellences that you are meant to develop within yourself. Now, Gurmat has a slightly different take on it, but it does define foundational excellences as well. Some of these in Gurbani are Daya, that is compassion, Santokh, contentment, Dheeraj, patience, Mati, which is a discerning intellect, Ved, knowledge, Vairagya, non-attachment, Pao, divine awe or wonder, and Pao, and Pao, divine awe or wonder, and divine love. So, we need a discerning mind to understand this process, and for that you have to turn to the Guru to understand how to develop your intuitive faculties as well. And the process is ape aap milaye bujhe ta nirmal hove soi. So the key here is to understand that the individual self, the Jeev here, and the higher or inner self, the Hari or the Prabh, are of the same substance and must blend, but they only blend through the Shabad, the instruction of the Guru, because that is the unifier. Har jiyo sacha sachi bani sabad milawa hoye. That's the unifier. So you have to channel through the Guru to get to the higher self or her. And that's how the unification takes place. But when and how the moment of blending between the self and the higher self occurs is beyond the control of the individual self. Ape jagjivan sukhadatta, ape bakhas milai. So it really is to be graced. Ji jant ek kya vichare, kya ko aakh sunaye. It's really beyond our control. So what's the best course of action? Submission and surrender is the best course of action. With that thought, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.